Hello, everyone. Vincent Herman here, doing the intro for the third part and final part of the SMP MCU review. If you haven't listened to the first part of this, what are you doing? Please go do that. But if you did, you would have seen me give a similar intro to this. See, podcast producing on a professional level, still very new, still working out the kinks. And after getting everything all set up and levels perfect, at least so I thought, uh, turns out I didn't press record. So the first part, the first 22 minutes, is room tone, room audio. And then the batteries died. So I think I forgot to count it up, but I think it's the last 15 minutes of this episode is also room audio. So please forgive that, and please forgive Odell, who turns out is having trouble with the concept of talking directly into his microphone. We're working on that. But for this episode, it is what it is. Still a great conversation about the future of the MCU and our thoughts on it. So I really hope you enjoy it. You will not, unlike the other two parts, see me at the end because we actually did the outro on this one. So enjoy, and take it away, boys. Okay, so you had the list.
And right now, it's not a huge list at the moment.
No, it is not.
Which is good because it's actually what you were saying. They've
because
announced that they're doing
they
the
have
opposite.
they have stuck to their guns when it comes to where they said we are going to start prioritizing quality over quantity, and it seems believable at this point. But let's see where we're going.
Yeah.
So on the slate, movies, we've got Brand New Day this year and Doomsday. Avengers Secret War slated for next year. Are confirmed dated movies so far. Then we've got Black Panther 3, Armor Wars, Blade, maybe.
Who knows?
Shang-Chi 2, and an untitled X-Men film are all on the docket.
Okay.
As far as shows go, there's really not.
But officially released or officially announced, there's what, 2 properties there? Because Shang-Chi hasn't been officially announced. X-Men has not been officially announced.
Right.
But we know Spider-Man's coming. And what was the other one?
Avengers
Doomsday. Yeah. We
well,
know those two
Avengers
are-
Doomsday
/ Secret Wars is going to be the next one. Yeah.
As far as shows go, Vision Quest, Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man 2, Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man Season 3, and Wonder Man Season 2.
Yeah.
As far as shows go, that's all that's
And then we have the Punisher special presentation.
Yes. One Last Kill.
That's coming in May.
Yeah.
Yep.
So with these things on the docket, let's take into account the things that have not been like 100%. We don't have any branding. We don't really have anything for them, but they have been announced as intended projects. Even with those in mind, how are we feeling about the future of the MCU?
Good.
I'm feeling better now, and it feels like in the last couple years, they have realized where they're like overshooting, where their issues are. The whole quantity over quality taking precedent for so long, and now that's flipping.
Yeah.
Where they're kind of going back to almost the original recipe. Let's release a movie, maybe 2 movies a year, maybe a show a year. Let's take our time. Let's make sure what the fuck we're getting out is quality shit.
Let's build the stories.
Exactly, because they realized very quickly that their quantity. Yeah, they realized very quickly that their quantity wasn't the numbers weren't equaling out, and that they're, in my opinion, they're doing better numbers when they were giving better stories, when they had less to have to deal with. Not everything's going to be a hit.
Sure.
I actually, in the last few years, I have gotten less excited, stressed about like wanting to watch something release day because I don't want to be spoiled on it. I think maybe the last thing I was like that on was maybe Deadpool Wolverine because I knew there was going to be many cameos.
Right.
And most of them, I think I was a week. The weekend after it releases when I watched it, and I got spoiled on everything but maybe one cameo.
Yep.
Um, we don't have a lot to look forward to and speculate on. The things that we have confirmed, we kind of already know what we're slightly, well, at least what we're getting into. We have some hints on Doomsday. We definitely we know what is going on, what we have to expect for Daredevil, Born Again Season 2, or just Daredevil Legacy Season 5. If you want to go with the Marvel Legacy numbering.
Yeah.
Wonder Man, like I stated earlier, that's a show that I haven't watched yet, but it's one that, even though I haven't watched Season 1, I'm excited there's a Season 2. Because Season 1 seems like such a fun concept. Although it seems like I'm not caring about it because I haven't watched it, that's not the case whatsoever. I've been super excited for Wonder Man. And it's one of those that at this point, I'm like, okay, I just want to be able to create the right environment where I can enjoy it the most. I don't want to watch it on my phone half the episode
you gotta
while I'm
watch
on
this,
lunch
yeah.
break. And they know I want to be able to sit down and enjoy this as its product. So I actually, for the first time in a few years, I'm actually a bit hopeful for the MCU. The last few years have been like, okay, it's not necessarily that I wasn't hopeful, but I wasn't excited, if that makes sense.
Right.
I don't know. I say that, but I was
Felt
excited.
like going through with Odell and I feel like not necessarily with the shows because we had the planned night every week, but with the movies, it had become going through the motions.
Yeah.
Whereas I feel like that's changing. I am also hopeful. Wonder Man was a huge point in this, in which because like I said, the MCU used to focus on let's do a variety of stories, let's do a variety of genres, let's do something for everyone but what makes the most sense for the character we're trying to tell the story of. And it seems like they've gone back to that because Wonder Man is markedly different from anything we've ever gotten in the MCU. And I love and myself.
Is it like a almost? And I know it's not going to be a 1-to-1 by any means, but is it like a WandaVision in the fact that like this is its own thing? This is its thing.
Yeah. Okay.
Nothing else can really like. You can't swap out that character with a different thing. Like this is very great for this specific character.
Yeah.
I say WandaVision, but probably better example is She-Hulk. Is it like the She-Hulk of like you couldn't do a fourth wall break?
It is standalone in its own
shit.
thing.
Yeah. Like
and it also does not like anything. If you are the biggest Wonder Man fan on the fucking planet, you're not. Maybe you won't like
the
series
one or two of you out there
because it is doing its own thing. This is not Wonder Man from the comics. And
because
I love
honestly,
it's
a character that like there has to be diehard fans out there for it, but it's a character that most of us don't really care about. So why not read
myself as a prospective filmmaker and actor, mostly filmmaker, but
pretty goddamn good at
everything I pick up about like through podcasts or just watching behind the scenes stuff and all that, or even just the few conversations I've actually had with industry insiders or actors and stuff, there is so much in the show that is right on the money from what I know to be true, or at least have heard secondhand.
It's definitely in the industry, dude. It makes sense. It is
talking about the industry from an industry's perspective. Yeah. And of course, there's a bit of like zhuzh here, zhuzh there, because it's got to be entertaining for the audience, but it's fun in that respect too, from my own point of view.
Awesome.
So I've got that own special element going into it. But Wonder Man and I think Fantastic Four are the two things that have given me the most hope going
Yes.
forward. And then the Spider-Man Brand New Day trailer.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just,
Real quick, are you thinking he's going to get the extra arms?
I don't think so.
No.
I think that's too much. Here's what I think.
I agree.
Here's what
I've
I
been
think.
seeing it everywhere. I feel like it's a little much. I think if they're going to be hiding anything from the trailers, Daredevil's going to be there.
We
or somebody,
know
you know.
Punisher's in it.
Yeah.
I think Daredevil's in it because the Hand is definitely in it.
You gotta have red.
And kids, if you used to watch the podcast back in the day, if you listen religiously, I think somewhere around 8 to 10 years ago, I threw out a pitch for a street level Spider-Man movie.
Listen,
It sounds like
we definitely
it's not
did.
exactly going to be
Hey,
that.
we also threw out a whole pitch about like all these fake outs of Nick Fury getting his eye fucking gone.
True.
And just
But
a
I
few
did
years
say,
later-
if you want to do a street level Spider-Man movie, get him linked up with Punisher and Daredevil.
with the other street level
And-
New York motherfucking vigilantes.
and give them a singular villain to go up against together. But at first, you gotta make Punisher and Spider-Man
You have to
adversarial.
get everybody established.
You
have
gotta
to
make
get-
Spider-Man and Punisher adversarial, and Daredevil
Because
has
of
to
that
be
first
the
appearance.
in-between that bridges that gap.
Yeah.
And then they go after the villain. Now, my villain in that pitch was Kraven the Hunter. I still think that would be the right call. I don't think at all that's what they're doing here.
But can you get the fucking guy that played Kick-Ass to come do it again? Play Kraven
Sure,
again?
he'll take whatever.
Yeah. He's doing Bull Train 2, bro.
Whoa! Okay, yeah, you know what? He does need to focus on that. but I do want to say, I kind of fucking called it.
Yeah,
You want to do a
yeah.
street level Spider-Man movie in the MCU? This is what you do, and this is what they're doing.
I mean, in
And
their
that gives-
defense, where the fuck else were they going to go?
I mean, they could have gone
They
like
could have done
Spider-Man
like symbiote.
solo.
They could have done
They could have done
various
symbiote.
things.
They could have done
But
Spider-Man
like
solo going
they
up against the
didn't
mob.
do street level yet.
Yeah.
Really, I mean, they touched on it in Homecoming,
Kind
but
of touched on it, yeah. These are the elements though that are giving me hope.
Yeah.
And like I feel like okay, we are
on my
course
planet
correcting
we call
here.
that S.
But there is an element of that leads into what I want to close this podcast out on. So I'm going to stop now and transfer it over to Odell here. Like, how are you feeling? What are you looking forward to? How does it all make you feel?
Honestly, I think we're back on a good track.
Yeah.
With what we're seeing, what we're not seeing. You know, we're not seeing that fluff, that oversaturation.
Filler.
We're not seeing filler. We're not seeing anything that's unnecessary to the storytelling.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because the goal is right now to get to Doomsday, which is at the end of this year. You know, they really set that up in the universe one movie ago with Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, for the most part,
and then
yeah.
I don't see them doing much of anything with it in Spider-Man outside of
No.
maybe a credit scene.
Yeah.
Now,
And then credit scene
You know,
for
we've
sure
got
is
those
probably
little
gonna.
clips of everything leading up into
Here's-
Yeah,
here's-
like the countdown teasers.
Here's
and
what
shit.
I
Yeah,
want to
yeah.
say in
And honestly,
comparison to
we
that.
can touch on those real quick
Well-
in a minute, like if you guys want to.
But
Like
with,
that's our next
with
thing.
Thanos, we did get more setup, but it was all that setup was here's 3 seconds here, here's 15 seconds
Yeah.
here, here's this. We didn't really get Thanos until Infinity
Well,
War.
and I think the biggest difference there is
Yeah.
Thanos was set up in the movies. You know,
I don't- I
there
feel like-
was the Guardians or not Guardians.
I was no Guardians.
Yeah,
no.
in the background, sure.
Well,
In the
background,
first
uh,
Avengers.
some
The
of
first
the
Avengers
Loki.
post credit, you had the I
Well,
gotta
that's
do
what
it
I'm saying.
myself
There
type
were
of thing,
little
and he puts the
bits and
gauntlet on.
bobs, but they have a
But in
blood-
Guardians, he at least had a few fucking minutes of exposition. You
Was
got to
it?
hear him. You got to actually see him be
that's right.
a character in that world, like talking and shit, like relaying orders.
No, it was
It was
was
Avengers. Post credit scene is when you see him.
No.
Yeah, it was.
Dark World, when Loki was talking to Thanos.
Oh, you're correct. No, you know what?
I've seen Dark World one time.
No, it wasn't Dark World. What you're thinking about was in Avengers.
Yeah, that's an
Yes, yeah,
that was Avengers.
Yeah.
But you are bringing up a good point, and both of you are bringing up a point.
Well,
a
like
big point.
he did have at least more than what Doom is having right now, as
Yeah.
far as like a little bit of like you're getting little glimpses of who this character is.
Yeah.
With Doom, what they're going by is not just the post credit scene of Fantastic Four, but like their real life general knowledge of who Doctor Doom is from the general audience, because we've had a couple Fantastic Four movies in the last decade, 2 decades.
You know what I would love, and this is wishful thinking. This isn't what's going to happen. It's not what would happen. But if it were me in charge of the whole thing, I would
songs in the MCU.
It would stop doing this.
Sweded Die Hard.
Movies.
Tammy Hawthorne's instead of shawarma.
There's so many Tammy Hawthorne's cups in those movies.
He just does the George Lucas shit where he like edits out them going to eating shawarma at the end of fucking Avengers, bro, and they're
eating flip slosh in a bread bowl. No, what I would love is, because look, okay, all right, and hey, Robert, if you're listening.
Robert,
come on, man. You're getting paid $50 million a movie.
This franchise is,
and my numbers may be off there, but you're getting paid
$8 billion a movie.
And sure, they're gonna make a ton of fucking money. I get it. You are wanting to get your cut of that, but throw them a fucking bone. Let them do for scale.
Come on, Bob DJ.
A Marvel. Special presentation, Doom Rising, and this sets up Doom's origin.
Essentially,
give us Doom's origin at the fucking least.
A limited series version of the like prequel comic that you get with the new superhero movie and shit. Where it's like what's leading up the issue 0, the season 0.
Give us a fucking 45-minute special presentation called Doom Rising. And give us that character getting set up in that way you don't have to waste time in the big bad movie, in the movie you want to make $1 billion on.
Big bad movie.
This would fucking this would be the way. If I were in charge, this is what I would do. But I'm not.
Vinny Feige.
And 10 years ago, I said you should do this with Spider-Man. And you're finally figuring out. Maybe listen to me a little quicker.
They took our advice with Spider-Man and Nick Fury. So I mean, we have a pretty good track record.
We do know a couple things there, I think. Okay, so.
Also, no one has talked about it whatsoever besides passing. I just want to say it real quick. Werewolf by Night was fucking such a fun thing during Halloween that year.
That we've actually
black and white
rewatched it this past October.
Yeah.
And
it's
so fun.
As far as talking about holiday things, Christmas stuff, the What If episode that takes place, it's the Die Hard episode of What If.
Oh yeah.
That was fun. Hawkeye is a fun Christmas.
The Guardians of the Galaxy.
Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special. Fantastic. Iron Man 3. So this December, those 4. Those are good
watches. Okay, now, final question that I've got. Because there is a big rumor going around that, not Doomsday, but Secret Wars is going to reset the MCU. Yeah. We're talking recast Iron Man, recast Captain America. I'm not gonna say they're gonna recast everyone. Dude, some people may.
I really hope you're not gonna ask the question that I've been like waiting this whole episode to ask.
Hold on.
Go ahead. You go ahead.
Do we think if this is the route that they go, which I think might not be the worst idea?
No.
But regardless of whether it's a good or bad idea, if they do decide to reboot the MCU,
Yeah.
do you think it survives?
Okay, it's not the question I thought you were going to ask.
Do you think it goes down the road?
Do I-
Because we're almost at 20
Do
years
I think it
with the
survives?
MCU.
Okay. Do I think it survives storytelling wise or box office
Like
wise?
this, like what the MCU has been. Does it go 20 years down the road?
As
Okay.
we know it now, absolutely not.
No,
It's
it'll
going to
change.
become something different.
It'll be a new thing, 100%.
Do you-
I feel
do you think it'll
I
pay
feel like
attention to
if
continuity? Like,
if
what
they
do you
if they
think
do
it is?
that, bang. Okay, there's a whole new reboot.
Yeah.
A cinematic reboot. I feel that we will, as a audience, 100% we're gonna lose a chunk.
You're gonna lose the people.
Yeah.
For sure.
I
Not us.
feel like story wise
Unfortunately,
it'll benefit us. Casting wise it'll benefit us.
it makes
We're
sense.
not locked into these very specific actors like Chadwick Boseman, RDJ, fucking Chris Evans. We're not locked into these actors for these characters. We're able to like have a little more leeway and be like people being a little more comfortable with it.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it'll also make integrating the mutants and the story, the history, the timeline. The biggest thing is the timeline of mutants into the MCU. Trying to do it like retroactively is next to an impossible task.
Mm-hmm.
And try to keep it coherent, try to keep it like an engaging story, right? Without you being able to see the seams. I think they will. I think that we will experience a little bit
also
of.
built into the question. Do you think they will, or will
I think they will.
continue?
I do think. I think if not now, then it won't be much longer.
Mm-hmm.
They need to. They have to. If they want to continue this, they kind of have to.
Yeah.
Some of their biggest players are in their 60s, 50s, and 60s. Think of your main MCU cast.
Mm-hmm.
RDJ. Odell, you have your phone out right there. Real quick, pull up RDJ. We have RDJ's age. We have Nick Fury.
Yeah.
Samuel L. Jackson has to at least be like 50-something, pushing 60.
60 years old, he turned 60. RDJ
Okay.
61.
Wow.
Hell, we gotta, let's add a new one. Look up the age of Pedro Pascal. He's our new Reed Richards.
That's true.
Chris Evans is going to be 45 this
45.
year.
Chris Evans is 5 years away from 50. Our Captain America, our prime of human physique.
Pedro turns 51 this
Pedro-
year.
All of our top players are
Yeah.
pushing 50.
Yeah.
They need to. How old is Hugh Jackman?
No, I know he's in his.
He's being recasted regardless.
Yeah.
But
Hemsworth
he's
is
been the one and only Wolverine live action. How old is Hugh Jackman? 50. At least 50.
No, he's older
53.
than that.
7?
57.
Oh my God.
I thought he was close to 60.
I knew he was in his 50s.
I thought he
So
was in his 60s,
yeah.
but
what I'm saying is all of our key players, they're reaching that point
yeah.
in real
Ryan
life
Reynolds
that
is
they
gonna be
can't
50
do
this
this.
year.
Ryan Reynolds is going to be 50.
In October.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Logistically wise, they have to.
Yeah.
If they want to continue this, they have to.
I think the point on that is made.
And if they don't, if they don't do it,
If
they have to switch gears into the Young Avengers.
Yes.
And try to pursue
And,
those stories.
and that only lasts so long. It only gets you so many viewers.
Yeah.
Ask
Young
anybody
Avengers-
who the fuck Stature
Well,
is.
here's the
Ask
thing.
anybody, any comic fan. Go to Lexington tomorrow. Walk around. Ask people who Stature is.
You
You're
know what
not
I mean?
wrong.
No, but here's the other thing is hold on. Yep. Our
The battery died.
this stopped recording. Honestly, I've been thinking about through half of this. I'm probably just gonna have to go with the recording on that.
All right.
Anyway, so.
Well, we're reaching the end anyway.
Yeah. And on a typical pod, if we did this, it'd probably work out fine.
Yeah.
And it's gonna look great on the video.
You know what? If you want it to be a good experience, pay the fucking money, get Patreon.
There you go. Yeah.
You going with the free audio version,
Buy
you
me
wanna
some
get
of the
free.
high quality batteries.
You want to get free quality. I don't even need this mic anymore.
Don't pull back in. It looks
I-
good. Anyways,
It looks
you're
This is
not
expensive equipment.
you're not wrong about that. I mean, like, but at the same time, they do have what many have rumored. The next thing is the mutant saga. So
Yeah,
they have
yeah.
the X-Men to focus in on, telling individual stories there, and then off to the side they can do another Miss Marvel. They can do a Young Avengers. They can do this like bigger Marvel Universe stuff while mainly focusing on
Instead
the
of focusing on the Avengers, which is what they've done, from 2008 on through
Well,
Secret
it wasn't just the Avengers. It was Avengers. They covered all them.
Right.
And all right,
Yeah.
all the side characters.
But now
And they
getting
got
into, like,
all
the
that.
saga
Now we
stuff.
have all these huge characters and all these huge, all these characters and IPs that most people know. Let's give them a chance. Let's give them their time
right.
in this playground,
yeah.
because we've seen them in the original set of movies, then First Class and the new set of crew. But let's see them in this playing field.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, what do you think?
I think a reset is honestly going to be the best thing for it.
Yeah.
Because like we just discussed, you're getting fresh faces, you're getting younger faces, and if you think about it from a comic standpoint, dude, Spider-Man was a college kid for 50 fucking years. You don't have that luxury in real life.
Yeah.
If you want to keep telling these stories, every so often you're going to have to kind of reset things to bring in young faces, new faces. We're going to have a new Peter Parker, a new Tony Stark, a new,
a new Logan, a new Jean
everyone.
Grey, a new fucking
so
Steve Rogers.
if we want these stories to continue, then people are going to have to accept the fact, whether you're a diehard RDJ is my only Iron Man. I will accept no other alternatives in live action.
Yep.
Okay, that's fine. You have this.
Yeah. There's a few key characters I think that once they recast, there's no going back. You have to recast Wolverine. You have to recast Iron Man. You have to recast a fucking.
You have to recast Professor X.
Captain.
He's too old at this
Oh,
point.
Yeah, you have to recast.
Magneto.
I mean, they did recast both those characters, but even the recasting is already getting to the point where they're high 40s, early 50s.
But also, those recastings ultimately in the end were rejected.
Yeah. Yes.
So
yeah.
in the grand scheme of things, it's necessary. It's required. It's not something that it's not a model that can continue uninterrupted.
Yeah.
You have to have that reset if you want the stories to continue.
Yeah.
Otherwise, the stories
It's
die
the
with
Black
the
Panther of
actors.
it all. We love him as Black Panther, but if we want more of this, we want more of this character, we have to be okay. We have to be okay with swapping this out.
Yeah.
Listen, we're comic book fans. We can be okay with completely different artists
Or
picking
writers.
picking up a whole. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm going visually, even just visually, whole different artists from one issue to the next.
You go from
Completely
David
change the look
David
of the
McLeany
whole
over
environment.
to JRJR.
Mhm.
Those are two completely different Peter
Fuck
Parkers.
JRJR, dude. I know there's JRJR stands, dude.
Oh, great. Well, now we'll never.
I have never seen it. You want to talk about fucking Nepo, baby. Okay.
Tune in next week where we interview JR there.
And before we fully sign off, I kind of have one. It's another quick like who's your favorite actor? And then I have another quick question before we sign off about the foreseeable future. So, like, once you're done and shit, like, I have a quick question, if you guys don't mind.
Okay, sure. I guess where I stand on it is, I think the smart decision is to reboot.
Yeah.
I don't think with that move that it necessarily means we're gonna move back into a place where the MCU reclaims its glory.
Yeah, it's not gonna reset it.
I don't think we're ever getting, at least anytime soon, we're getting back to every movie makes $1 billion. If that is their motivation in rebooting, then the reboot will die quickly, and we'll just be without superhero movies.
In that Phase 1 era that everybody like wants to look back upon with such like affirmation and glory and stuff. Tell me which one of those movies in Phase 1 made $1 billion?
No.
None of them.
But
none of them. So like box office wise,
you gotta think studio wise, marketing wise,
but there was something in those first handful of movies that there's a magic that like I wish we could get back to, and I don't know if we can.
But the practicality is, if these things are not making the money that the studio wants them to, we go back to a desert. We go back to a desert. And right now we've got the DCU. We've got the DCU to help us out, but who knows what's going to happen after this merger and everything.
The merger is worrisome. The fact that prior to the merger, the creative mind that had ahead of it was a good call.
Really to close that, fuck the Ellisons. I hope they all get gang raped to death in the worst way possible.
Also, while we're throwing out fucks
publicly.
So throwing it out there.
Yeah, this is fuck ice.
I feel like we can all collectively agree.
Oh no, I didn't catch that because I was saying the publicly thing, but yes, absolutely. But no, I think there is a potential road where if they reboot, it does end up kind of killing the superhero movie industry. And I think it's a risk. It's a risk worth taking because the road of not going down that, it's got some legs. We can do the mutant saga
and not only that, but at the end of the day, we're going to have the same result. If we just don't take it, we're not going to have these stories.
Exactly.
If we do take it and it fails, we're not going to have these stories, but at least we fucking
regardless, even if they go down the road with like not rebooting and they just decide to focus on mutants, they're going to have to reboot at some point.
Yeah.
So we're going to get there one way or another.
Yeah, it's eventually going to happen no matter what, whether time makes it happen or they make it happen.
Yeah.
You know, losing these actors, then moving on to other projects, like, you know, one thing or another is either going to cause it to happen or they have to do it themselves.
Yeah. I think that's a perfect line to put that to bed on. So, Bob, you got a final question?
My final quick question.
Christ,
just a little bit of fun anticipation for the possible future. We all kind of understand as comic book fans, as MCU fans, being able to see patterns, kind of knowing a little bit how the industry works and shit. We're pushing towards mutants. We're pushing towards the X-Men.
Let's go.
Okay, and we've just discussed we're going to probably have to start recasting everybody. Now, as far as just strictly X-Men go, you don't necessarily have to go too deep. If you want to, cool. It's up to you. Recast a character in the X-Men with an actor. I'll start first. I'll go with Cyclops. I'm going to recast Cyclops with a new gem that everybody's beginning to fucking love, that I've been I've been a fan of for a few years now, and I think everybody's genuinely overall starting to like Glenn motherfucking Powell as Cyclops. Glenn Powell, if you don't know him, he is from the most recent version of Running Man. He has been in Scream Queens. He was in Twisters. He was in rom-com with Sydney Sweeney. I can't remember what it's called now. But he's a kind of a more up-and-coming mainstream type of actor. but he's very much the pretty boy. I feel like he will be able to embody the Scott Summers of it all. Where you can believe that he is a very handsome leading man, but can also be cucked out by a short little hairy Canadian dude every once in a while.
Yeah.
As far as the X-Men crew, the X-Men general net of characters, who's somebody you'd want to see a new version of, and who is the actor or actress you'd like to see in that role?
I like to see Jean Grey played by Sebastian Maniscalco.
My wife will not listen to this episode, but I will find where this lands time-wise on the episode
She'll love it.
and give her at least this 30 seconds.
Yeah.
And she'll appreciate it.
I think I had a pretty good one while you were saying that. Now I can't exactly remember who the fuck it was.
Oh, do you have anybody up?
Yeah. Let me pass it over to
ready?
you, and I'm gonna ignore you while I think about this.
A couple different ones. One that like people have kind of talked about already is from Stranger Things. The girl that plays Max as Jean Grey.
Great
Yes.
choice.
Yeah.
But
People-
the
it is
only
rumored.
problem is she's already casted in Brand New Day,
Right.
possibly as a Jean Grey.
Right. We don't know. And so,
Okay,
but I feel
let's
like
take
that's a
that
good
as
fit.
gospel. Let's say, hypothetically speaking, she's already casted in Brand New Day as Jean Grey.
My next choice,
Your next choice.
and we've had this conversation
Topher
before.
Grace is Professor X.
Jared
Topher Grace.
Kisso's Wolverine.
Yeah. Jared Kisso's Wolverine. Give your balls a tug.
Yeah, I can see it.
Give your balls a ton, Bob.
I just want you both to understand that for the first 5 seconds.
It's set
And
to
I was
auto.
listen.
It's set to autofocus, so I really fucking hope it refocuses on this.
I
God
really
damn it,
don't know.
Noah, what are you doing? Okay,
Um, Then
Okay.
I want
Okay.
you to at least hear this.
Yeah.
For the first 5 seconds, I already started standing up when I heard this prediction. When it hit me that I wasn't thinking of the same person that you just said,
who were you thinking of?
Will Sasso.
Nice.
Will Sasso is Logan, bro.
No,
Imagine that.
Will Sasso's Juggernaut.
I want to see Danny.
I want to see
DeVito.
Will Sasso
I wanna see
guy in
Danny
Professor
DeVito.
X.
I want to see Danny DeVito as old man Logan.
Oh,
That
Wyatt
honestly.
Russell as Sabretooth.
Oh goddamn, that's actually a really good choice. You know who I would like
Kurt
to see?
Russell is.
You know who I like to see as a new Sabretooth?
Oh my God, Kurt Russell
Boys?
is Magneto.
Boys, you know who I like to see as a Sabretooth? The fucking neighbor punching, fucking crotch rocket riding motherfucker himself, Alan Richardson.
No, that
As
motherfucker.
Sabretooth?
If that motherfucker is not
Beast of a motherfucker, bro.
He's gonna have to be
Colossus?
Colossus,
Bro, I was gonna say, alright, Colossus, he has to be a beast.
he's got
Or
Colossus.
beast?
Alan Richardson's too old.
Not for Colossus. He's mostly CG.
He's CG.
Yeah.
He's CG.
If these
to
are
be
all
a
meant to
motherfucker.
be like students,
You're
at
right though.
Xavier's
You know what?
Academy,
You're right. We're going younger. And honestly, Glenn Powell might be a little too old
Now-
for Cyclops.
The first name I came up with was Diane Guerrera.
Diane
As-
Keaton.
Diane Guerrera. Do you know who I'm talking about?
Diane Guerrera.
She's
I know her name.
she's from The Walking Dead. She's one
She
of the
played-
Dora Milaje.
did she play? Oh yes.
She's one
I
of the
know
Dora
exactly
Milaje
what you're talking
in
about. Yeah, she
Black
played.
Panther.
She played.
Oh,
I
yeah.
thought of her
Michelle-
as
Michelle.
Storm, but she like if we're going
honestly,
if we're trying to go
if we're
younger,
going comic accurate, she's too light skinned to be Storm.
really,
Yeah. Oh, dude, Storm is dark skinned.
she's kind of dark.
She's nah.
Oh, you look her up, buddy.
I know exactly who you're talking about.
Yeah.
But
Well, I don't think she's too light skinned for Storm. Now, who I was gonna suggest, now that you mention it, maybe yes, because I was gonna say Zazie Beetz.
Oh, dude, I
First
love
Storm.
some sassy beats.
But she's very light skinned.
Now,
She
let me ask you guys
But I
something.
love her as an actress.
So
Yeah.
we have the student aspect of the music, but we also have the teachers, which would be like the potentially Jean Grey side.
Correct.
You know,
Yeah.
the X-Men. They're typically adults. Because I was sitting here
Yeah.
thinking, okay, if we cast what's her name, Max, if she is Jean Grey, say she goes into being
Now, I
Jean
think we're
Grey,
also focusing very heavily on the X-Men. You did
Right.
say Marvel in general.
Well, yeah, Marvel in general, but
If
what
they
I
go
what I
into
stated was that like we know that they're
the
bringing the
mutant
X-Men
saga.
in soon,
Well,
and they're not going to give us the Fox.
if they
X-Men
reboot, if they do reboot, they're gonna do all at the same time.
Yeah,
They're gonna do X-Men with
I mean,
Avengers.
Okay, well, I guess
Yeah.
my personal question was X-Men.
Okay,
but if you
and
do,
I
but
can
if you
stick
do
with that,
want to,
yeah.
if you do want to recast overall MCU, dude, I am fully.
Danny
intrigued
DeVito
on
is Cannonball.
Or
Puck.
Puck. We're going younger. We're
The
going
end-
younger. We're going,
The entire cast of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia as Power Pack.
dude. I still think what's his name? Would have been a perfect fucking Mr. Fantastic.
Yeah, what's his name would have been?
God damn, I'm forgetting. I'm not
Oh,
only forgetting
Glenn
the
Howerton?
actor. Yes, thank you. I was
Glenn
gonna say,
Howerton?
I'm not only forgetting the actor, but the character as well.
Yeah.
Dennis.
Now that I know, I don't think I've seen anything that he's in, but Timothy Chalamet as Nightcrawler. He just kind of
You
has
know
that.
what?
He's got, you know what? He's got, yeah.
That makes
I
a
can see
lot
that.
of sense.
I
Yeah.
can see that ping pong guy as Nightcrawler.
That makes
Yeah.
a lot of sense. Yeah. The problem with me is I don't know a lot of newer actors.
No, me neither. And,
Sydney Sweeney, who would she be?
she was.
Oh,
Katie's Mystique.
no, not Mystique. Crystal Ice Diamond Powers.
Oh, 100% should be Emma Frost.
Emma
Oh,
Frost.
She is a great Emma Frost, actually. Low-key.
Absolutely.
She's kind of a great Emma Frost.
Yeah.
Yeah, because she, I mean, like, not to be too subjective about either the character or the actress, but Sydney Sweeney is kind of known for her giant breasts.
I mean,
Emma
sure.
Frost is.
Honestly, I was
very-
thinking more about the attitude and the aura she gives off as very Emma Frost, but yeah, that too.
You must not be on the internet.
Wait. Sydney Sweeney's on the internet?
Sydney Sweeney is.
Okay. Let me ask you guys this: who would you cast Taron Egerton as?
Taron Egerton. Remind me.
I could see him as a Wolverine, honestly. I could see him as Logan.
As Wolverine.
Yeah, from Kingsman and shit.
Kingsman.
Yeah.
And Elton John.
Yeah.
I could see him as Logan.
I could also see him as a beast.
Who would you put as
Yeah.
as Gambit?
Oh.
I could see him as Gambit, honestly.
That's what I
I
was
could also
thinking.
see him
Like, as much as I love, what's his name's fucking enthusiasm for Gambit and the fact that he finally
yeah.
got to play Gambit, Channing
Magic
Tatum.
Mike is not gonna be Gambit.
His
in the long term.
body type is too bulky. It's too big for Gambit, in my opinion. Gambit is a little slimmer. He's taller, a little more like you would. I feel like if Gambit did,
5'6". He's the same height as me.
yeah, he's short as fuck, bro. He's like me.
Taron Egerton's 5'9".
Yeah, he's a little too tall, but hey, so
But
is
not
Hugh,
yeah.
so is Hugh Jackman.
Hugh
or
Jackman
whatever.
was like
He
6'8"
or 6'1" or something like that. He was like 9'10" or some
Yeah.
shit, bro.
He's like 12 foot tall.
But Taron, I can either see as Logan or I can see as a beast, honestly. Dude.
Guys, I
Beast.
just realized I stopped trying to control this episode.
Yeah, we're going strictly off your phone by this point.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
And I
absolutely.
hope it's still
You're too drunk to care.
I don't give a
You're
shit.
too careless.
I'm
Bro.
talking comic books.
It's
with my
3:30.
boys.
I'm about to do my third P of this podcast.
All right.
bro.
Before anyone gets up to me, let's bring it to a close.
bring your home.
So to recap, I think we have somewhat of a newer perspective on the MCU through the Infinity Saga. I think we have motherfucker.
Not working right now.
That can still get dirty though. Anyways, Bob's fucking with mic covers. Anyways, we have a. I was about to be professional.
Fuck no. You know, we only end these episodes. We start them professional because we're locked in. After 3 hours, bro, you're lucky we're able.
I was locking in. I was locking in to close it.
That's what I'm here for.
Yeah, that's what I want people to wait.
Just unlock that lock, buddy.
Yeah. Anyways, I think we have a pretty good assessment of what the MCU has been, and I think we have a hopeful outlook on what it is. Except there is an element of this could kill comic book movies.
I feel like a general consensus is that like we are all
fucking nerds.
we're
Keep up the illusion.
we're
for the video.
we're excited. We're looking forward, but we're also not. We're not counting our eggs.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
We're not counting our eggs.
We're not counting our eggs or what the fuck ever.
Before they're toast.
We've been burnt enough times.
I've burned enough toast.
That we are. I burned enough toast that I know when I'm having a stroke. We've been burned enough times lately that we're not going to go into this expecting an end game every time.
Yeah.
Expecting an Infinity War every time.
And unfortunately, I think a lot of the bad blood towards the MCU now is based out of people expecting Endgame after Endgame.
Yeah.
And it was never going to be that.
It's
no matter what quality.
End game for a reason. It's the end of that story. The next story is a whole new story. Yeah, we're going to have some of the same characters. We're going to have some of the same carryovers of this. This is a whole new time. This is a whole new story. You might not like it.
Yeah.
You might not be a fan.
Guys, I hope you like this episode. That's as
Hope you're a
long
fan of
as any MCU movie.
I hope you like this more than Love and Thunder. That's all I ask.
If for nothing else, then the boys being back together. We're back.
The boys.
We're back in town.
You know what? If we can get to
we're going
7 million
to
subscribers, we'll do this in person every single
Oh, every time. Oh, yeah. If this starts paying the bills, absolutely.
He is not going to New York.
If this starts paying everyone's
I haven't
bills,
really talked about that on the channel yet. I didn't want people to turn on me over the Rat song saying, I didn't want people to go like, oh yeah, he's telling a portrait story, but he's leaving. My God, dude. Could you let one microphone stay where it's supposed to be?
Fuck.
Yeah. Jesus.
it's bedtime.
People on the Patreon are loving it.
I'm so glad you paid money for this.
I was like, I'm fucking debating this shit going on right now.
Alright. And maybe I can lock in for this. Maybe I can lock in for this.
We got like 10 seconds left.
Guys, like this video if you liked it. Subscribe if you love it. You're watching this somewhere. While here, why not follow, subscribe, rate, review, whatever is available to you. But the most important thing you could possibly do is share. Sharing gets us in front of people. That is the concept of word of mouth these days. And word of mouth is not dead. In fact, it's the best form of marketing. So please help us out with a share in any form. My name is Vincent Herman, Vin the Human.
I'm Bob Collins, Boba Fett,
James Odell, Alpha Spectre.
Guys, stay tuned. We'll see you on the next one.
working towards 100.
Let's all group P.
Come on, cross streams.